Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making some buttermilk chicken burgers. My name is Ben Garnett Sinclair, and so yeah, we're going to get started. So what we're starting off doing now, we're going to actually break down the whole chicken, and the first thing I do, I always remove the wishbone. I find it much easier to help me actually break down the rest of the carcass, and you get a much more cleaner cut when you also do the chicken breast. So I'm simply going to just slit both sides, run my knife up and down, pull it out, give it a nice little twist, and it should come out really nice and clean. Also, keep this to one side. You can use it for a stock or any sort of sauces you're doing. Next up, what I'm doing now, I'm just trimming up all the little bits of fats just left up around the bird. I just don't really want it in it. Now I'm just taking off the little bits of the wing just because I'm not going to get nothing out of them, to be honest with you, and I can throw them into my stock and they'll make it a lot more tastier. Next up, just take off the other part of the wing. Once again, we're not throwing this away. You can roast these up, marinate them, and you've got some delicious wings. Now we're going to be doing the legs. So simply the way I do it, I just slip right beside the breast and then I actually pop the bone out. And you should hear this if you are doing this at home, and you just follow it around, slit it around. And I find this way you're going to get maximum yield out of your legs, and you can't really screw this up. So if you just follow the bone round, stick tight to the carcass, you'll be fine. Now, guys, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be opening up the leg and we're going to be breaking it down into the drumstick and the thigh. The reason why I do this is only because my brioche buns actually aren't big enough for the whole leg. If you do want to put it all in, you can. And the way I do this, if I run my finger along, you can feel the joint, and your knife should be able to go through the whole chicken very nice and smoothly. Right, guys, so now obviously we've got the last bit left of the chicken. So we've got two breasts, one on each side, and there is a bone running down the middle. So the way I like to do this, I like to take my time, take a little bit of long extra care, and just making sure we get maximum yield and taking off all the leftover parts of the meat. Take your time, make sure you've got a really nice sharp knife, and just follow it down. And where we've kept the little part of the wing on, this is called a supreme, and this I find keeps the chicken breast a lot more moist. So take your time making sure you're removing any sort of extra skin and fat, and you're going to get a really nice chicken supreme from that. As you can see now, we have nearly finished the whole deboning of the carcass. So what I'm going to do, just trim it up. Any sort of little trims, guys, make sure you keep, because you're just throwing away flavour at the end. Obviously, if it's fat, get rid of it. You're not going to be using that. So this is my chicken done. So we've got two supremes, one carcass, two wings, two thighs, and two drumsticks. Next up, guys, I'm going to be taking out the bones out of the thighs and the drumsticks. Also, I'm going to be removing the skin, any sort of tons of fat on it. I do want to keep a little bit on there, just because when we do deep fry the chicken, it will help out keep it really nice and moist, guys. And make sure you keep the bones for a sauce as well. Right, guys, now we're going to be doing the buttermilk marinade for the chicken. So I've got about 250 grams of buttermilk in the bowl. That'll be plenty for two. Next up, we're going to be going 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and then it'll be 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Can use normal. Oh, sorry, that is ground cumin. Now the smoked paprika. Can do unsmoked. Completely up to you. Now we're going to be going some chili powder as well. I didn't put any lemon zest in there, but if you have got some lemons, make sure you zest them in there. Definitely going to help out. And obviously, I didn't actually record this bit. I did season it with salt and pepper. Make sure you give it a good mix. Make sure you get everything mixed up very evenly. After, guys, it's mixed all nice and evenly, add your chicken. And after you marinate it, if you can leave it for a day, that'll be amazing. But if not, just sit in your fridge for about an hour and you're going to have some banging chicken. After you've marinated the chicken, set it in the fridge and have a good clean down. Now we want to be getting our garnish ready, so I'm just going to be slicing some gherkins. I slice them nice and long so you get a nice even distribution in the bun. The mayonnaise, I've got about 50 grams, and I'm going to add a little bit of peri peri hot sauce just to complement that mayo, and it really does work. And then I've got some brioche buns. I'm just going to slice them in half, and then I'm going to be getting my iceberg lettuce, slicing it nice and thin, just so when you eat it, you've got nice even distribution. At this point, guys, you want to be getting your oil on to deep fat fry your chicken. Now, guys, we're going to be breading our chicken, so it's literally just plain flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and that's it. And the temperature we want our fryer to be at, we actually want to set it at 180. If you haven't got a deep fat fryer, you actually want to use a probe or something so you can actually measure the temperature, because if you get it too high, your chicken won't be cooked when you pull it out, and you will have to put it in the oven. Make sure, guys, when you are doing your chicken, make sure you really press it into that flour to cover every single bit of the surface area. Now, guys, after our chicken's nice and deep fat fried, we can leave that to rest on the side after we're happy with our core temperature. Now we're starting to build our burgers. So at the bottom base, after they're toasted, I've got the mayonnaise, the peri peri mayonnaise. Now my nicely thinly sliced gherkins on there. Now a little bit of iceberg lettuce. And then after that, we're going to place our chicken on top of that. And we're going to give our top bun also a nice even distribution of mayo as well. You don't have to do this, but to me, I'm not too much of a saucy guy, but I have to do this for my chicken. It really helps out. And there we go, guys. Here's the chicken burger. Please let me know what you think of this, and I really hope you enjoy it. All right, see you next time. Bye.